how to develop your style, whether it's in photography, whether video or painting or whatever. How do you develop your style? Is I It doesn't happen overnight. You have to do it over the years, and you'll eventually do it. But I'll give you some steps how you can recognize and how you can develop it. I used to get some comments before when I was on Instagram saying when they see my photo, they can instantly recognize that it's my work. So that is a very huge compliment for me. And even though I'm not like a great photographer, but then
अरे
that's
इरफान
like
भाई
a
आप
very
ऐसा
heart touching.
अपने अपने आप को गिरा लो ना को भाई. You're a good
लेकिन
photographer.
ऐसा 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 जब कमेंट आता तो बहुत खुशी होती कि
अरे
पीपल
मैं
रिकग्नाइज योर
मैं
वर्क ओनली
मैं
बाय
कर रहा हूँ ना
सीइंग
भाई.
इट.
अब मैं कर रहा हूँ अब तारीफ. इरफान तुम्हारे
शुक्रिया
ऐसा
शुक्रिया आपका.
फोटोग्राफर आज तक ही शायद मैंने
शायद
देखा
ही.
हो. शायद ही मैंने आज तक देखा.
तो इसी के साथ
नहीं
हम
वैसा
आपको ये
हंसो.
बताना चाहते हैं. तो जो है
Anyway.
ना, so when they see your work, they recognize your style, whether it's whatever, it's black and white, whether it's some kind of colors
Yeah,
that
I
you
mean,
choose.
नहीं ये
So
एक कॉमन सी बात है. जस्ट टेक अबाउट द मूवीज राइट. अगर क्रिस्टोफर नोलन की है या किसी और की है या स्टीवन स्पीलबर्ग की है तो आपको एक अंदाजा हो जाता है कि अरे भाई ये स्टाइल इसका है. अगर कोई और किसी से कॉपी करा तो इससे इंस्पायर्ड है. राइट. सो
yeah,
इवन
even though you
फोटोज.
might not be able to put a finger on what is the style, like ये करता ऐसा शायद नहीं बोल सकेंगे, लेकिन आप जब ओवरऑल देखते हैं ना, आपको एक सेंस में आ जाता है कि ये उसका होगा बोल के.
या
क्योंकि और सेम इट गोज विद म्यूजिक एज वेल. इफ यू लिसन टू सर्टेन टाइप ऑफ म्यूजिक, यू कैन ऑलमोस्ट से दैट इट्स बाय ए आर रहमान. If you listen to something, you can say it's by Pink Floyd, right? So
लकीली.
yeah, style would be in anything that is artistic, or yeah, your expression basically. So that is a huge compliment when people recognize it. But first, you need to understand what you like. Okay, so if now also how people confuse this is people see that they go to certain people's or companies Instagram, and they see everything being very in their style. तो आप उसके इंस्टाग्राम पे जाते हैं, आपको सब सिमिलर सिमिलर दिखता, राइट?
या
बहुत अच्छा दिखता दिखने में. लेकिन फिर ये होता कि आप जब अपना इंस्टाग्राम बनाते आप ये रिकग्नाइज करते कि सिमिलर रहना, राइट? एंड देन यू ट्राई टू पुट इट इन अ सेम format so that your Instagram feed looks good, but then you are just following it because first 3 or 4 photos you did a certain style, and then you're just following it up. You're not building your style. You don't actually know what you like. You cannot pinpoint what are the factors that you like in your artwork, whatever it is. But you just keep on putting which looks similar, and then you put it in the feed. You have these other apps where you can put photos and see how they look together. And then you don't like something, you remove and you put something else which looks better, right? Now, with that, your Instagram feed might look good, but then you're not building any style. Personally, you don't have a sense of what you like and what you don't like to do. So
That said,
that will
नहीं,
hurt. Yeah, that will hurt your long time style building and how you like your art to be.
well, that said, that is very true. लेकिन उसका मतलब ये नहीं है. Look, I'm talking to the viewers and whoever actually asked this question. कि उसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि you can't get inspired by someone else. Every work needs inspiration. Every work needs, like, for imagine भाई, someone who 1900 or 1905 में first X-ray machine, X-ray, like थियोरिटिकली मशीन बनाई एक इंसान ने. आई फॉरगॉट हिज नेम. डू यू रिमेंबर? खैर जो भी है. तो उसने क्या किया, उसके ऊपर लोग डेवलप करते हैं. दे टेक इट एंड गेट इंस्पायर्ड, उसके ऊपर डेवलप करते हैं. इट्स लाइक लीप, यू कैन से लीप फ्रॉग या कुछ भी. सो दैट इज हाउ एवरीथिंग इवॉल्व्स. कि आप ऑलरेडी जो काम हो गया, गेट इंस्पायर्ड बाय इट एंड उससे अच्छा काम करके दिखाओ. सो इवन इन स्टाइलिंग इट्स द सेम थिंग. आप किसी की चीज़ पसंद आई, इसकी पसंद आई, उसकी पसंद आई, एवरी वन टेक्स इट. हर का परसेप्शन अलग है, हर की सोच अलग है. तो आपका इंस्पिरेशन भी एक अलग टाइप भी हो सकता है दूसरे इंसान से. सो यू कम आउट विथ योर वर्जन ऑफ इट, combining 3-4 works that you like, and you create your own unique look. So what I'm trying to say is कि अगर आप किसी से इंस्पायर होकर कुछ कर रहे हैं, चाहे वो कलरिंग हो या फिर डायरेक्शन हो, that's not uh, that's not bad. That's not ethically bad. You have to learn from the, from the gurus या जो भी है, and come out with
True, but
and
what I also want to say is that if you are just, I mean, if you like a certain style, and then you try to get inspired by it, and then you build up, you do whatever,
Hmm,
you might get some good work, you might not get some good work in your previous days when you don't know what your style is,
exactly.
and then you'll be like, you like certain things, but you won't know why do you like it. So that is a problem. If you do not know why do you like it, or what are you doing in it that you like, then you won't be able to recreate it. You won't be able to do it again and again, and you won't be able to understand what are the things that you like in your art. So it just happens, and it shouldn't be like that, because you're an artist, and when somebody comes to you, they have an expectation. When somebody asks me to photograph something, they already know. When they see my portfolio, they already know what they can expect from my work and how my
Yeah.
style is. Even though I don't necessarily need to spell it out for them, but when they see my portfolio, they have a very good idea of how it is going to be, and most probably 90% it'll be like that, how my
Yeah.
work showed in the first place.
Yeah.
So if you do not know that, then you cannot recreate, and
हाँ,
then
it'll be वो खिचड़ी पक गए वैसा हो जाता, like कोई
it'll be a
एक्सपेक्ट करे.
guesswork.
या वो अब मैं तुम्हारे पास आया फॉर एग्जांपल, ओके, इरफान बहुत डिटेलिंग शॉट्स अच्छा लेता, उसके स्किन टोन्स अच्छे रहते एंड स्टफ लाइक दैट. अब इरफान मियाँ वहाँ उनके घर में सोचते हुए बैठे, मियाँ अब नेक्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट आया तो मैं कुछ खेलूंगा इसके साथ. अब मेरे को नहीं मालूम उन्हें क्या खेलने वाला है, राइट? तब मैं अब गया, इरफान एक फ़ोटो शूट है, आई लाइक योर वर्क या कुछ भी, तो मेरे को प्रोजेक्ट दिया मिला के. लेकिन नेक्स्ट टाइम देखा तो इरफान भाई गुल खिला दिए, क्या बोले तो इरफान भाई का
How?
नया स्टाइल है. सो दैट कैन हैपन. आई मीन,
That can happen when you are very when you tell that in their face that I want to do it like this. Do you like it? If they do not, then you do not. Obviously, if they want to experiment, if it looks something good, then it's fine. But the point is, uh, instead of me saying चलो ये experiment करेंगे, वो तो बहुत आगे का स्टेज है जब मेरे को मालूम कि मैं क्या
क्या
अलग कर रहा
करने
हूँ.
वाला है. या
हाँ, लेकिन शुरू में क्या होता, मैं गेस वर्क करता हूँ, अरे ये अच्छा दिख रहा शायद, ये अच्छा दिख रहा
या
शायद, तो
सेटल होने से
इसमें क्या
पहले
होता.
ऑलवेज.
हाँ, तो then your work, your style is not consistent, and your clients cannot expect what you are going to deliver. Sometimes it's very saturated, sometimes it's something else, right? So the first step is for you to recognize what are the styles that you like. And there's a good exercise that I did before, and I think it'll help you, which I can share with you, is that whatever your work is, whether it's photography, whether it's video, whether it's you know, clothing designer, or whatever you are, musician, okay. What you can do is you can select about 10 people of that same profession or that same art, whose work you like. So if I'll talk in terms of photography, but that'll same apply to any musicians, um,
Any other
clothing
field, yeah.
designers, yeah, any other field.
Any creating field, yeah.
Yeah. So if it's a photographer, so I'll select 10 photographers. Okay, these are the people whose work I like.
People's.
Then I'll select 10 photos from their.
बोलिए. I'm sorry.
So 10 photographers. Okay, then I'll select 10 photos from those 10 photographers. That'll give me about what, 100 photos?
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
10 tens, 100, right?
Yep.
So I'll have 100, 10 from one, 10 from one, okay, like that, 100 photos. Now, in that, how do I select those 100 photos? I go to their portfolio, I select the top 10 best that I like from each photographer, and that way I'll have 100 photographs from 10 people that I like the most. Okay? Now, once I have that 100 photographs, I'll go further, okay, and I'll trim down as if I'm a photo critique, okay. I'll just put them in a single folder. I won't know
Filter
whose work
out
is
कर रहे basically.
whose.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm not going, so now I'm not going that this is done by this person, this is done by this person, right? Because then I'll have a bias. So I don't want to do that. I'll put all the photos in a single folder. I don't know whose work is whose, right? I might
Mhm.
know, but then I might not, right? and then from that 100 I'll try to like try to select only 10. Okay, from that 100 I'll go 50, from 50 I'll do 40, 30, 20, 10.
Hmm.
So that 10 photos are my top most favorite photos from all those 100, which were again from the best that I liked, right?
Hmm.
So those 10 are the top of the top that I personally like. Now those 10 photos are what I'm going to study. How
Mm-hmm.
do I study it? Is I'll see what are the similarities between them. Maybe there are more of browns in every photo, or there are more of contrast, a certain contrast, or maybe there's some
तो
expression in
बेसिकली
it.
ये जो प्रैक्टिस है तुम्हारा, यू आर डूइंग द होमवर्क टू फाइंड क्यों तुम्हारे खुद को पसंद है वो, राइट? लाइक यू वांट टू
Exactly.
अंडरस्टैंड. ओके.
Exactly. Yes. Because when you see your work, अरे ये photo अच्छी है, ये photo अच्छी है, you don't really pinpoint things that you like in that photograph.
Yeah, you
And
just don't
everything
know,
does
but
not
you say
come
कि
out
हाँ.
of luck.
Hmm.
As an artist, you should be able to do it again and again, recreate again and again, right?
Yeah.
When you see a painting by Van Gogh, you instantly recognize it's Van Gogh. Or if anybody is copying that, you can instantly say that he's copying Van Gogh, right? So, because
Hmm.
of his style, how he developed it. So that's how then from those 10 photographs, so the same would be for 10 songs, maybe if you're a musician, or 10 film pieces if it's for filmmaking, or 10 garments if it's for clothing, um, and any other field. So these 10, I'll try to recognize what are the similarities between them. Okay. I'll go back and forth, see every photo on those 10, and see maybe. So how it would turn out is, for me, for example, I liked a little bit of less saturation personally, which is more like realistic. That is what I liked. These are the similarities I found between the photos that I selected. Then I saw that I like photos with very realistic expressions, as in, not like smiling photos like that or anything,
Pouting.
but very. No,
Hmm.
I don't like
Huh.
that. So I liked very realistic.
Hmm.
Then I also liked very earth tones. So I did not really like, except for red. I like red, but other than that, I did not like any. I like very earth tones, as in brownish and things like that, right? So
Hmm.
similarly, it'll be different for you. You might like very colorful, contrasty photos, and it's nothing wrong with that. Every That's how you build a style. Then you'll write all these down. What are the things that you like? I like colors. I
Hmm.
like color blocking, for example. I like people doing funny faces or whatever, right? All your similarities, and this is how you recognize the recipe of what makes a good photo for you.
Hmm.
Okay. And then when you get work, you'll try to refer these notes. Okay, there are no pictures now, there's only notes. That you like colors, that you like these certain colors, for example, that you like this kind of a contrast, that you like bright or dark photos or whatever it is. And then you'll try to see this recipe and then try to do your personal projects. Please don't do this on clients' work.
Yeah.
Do it on your personal projects. Whatever you want to do, you'll see the notes. You'll try to incorporate those notes. That, okay, I like funny faces, I want you to make a funny face. So he'll make a funny face and you'll click that, right? I like dark photos, okay, let's make this darker. Okay, you do it like that, and then you try to build projects out of it. And then you'll have, eventually, after years and years, you won't even have to refer any notes. You'll almost instantly
Yeah.
know what you like.
That's your
And
second nature later on.
yeah, and you don't even say that this is what I like, I want to do it. Okay, you'll just do it because that's how you are, that's how you express, and that's how it's infused into you, right? So it'll come over the years. But in the initial, you can do this kind of an exercise.
हाँ सही है. लेकिन इरफान भाई, मेरे को बहुत, अब तुम्हारी बात सुनते सुनते मेरे को हंसी आ रही थी कि ऐसे कई क्लाइंट्स है जो अपन जिसको नो बोल दिए, शायद अब हमारे टेस्ट सब्जेक्ट्स रह सकते थे उनके प्रोजेक्ट्स. वी कैन एक चीज कर
हम
एक
ऐसा नहीं
चीज
कर
कर
सकते.
सकते थे, यू नो.
धोखाबाजी बोलते हैं उसको.
धोखेबाजी का क्या है? मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि हाँ भाई ऐसा करेंगे ऐसा करेंगे. खैर बात सही है धोखेबाजी की. वी कांट डू दैट. विश वी कुड. लेकिन anyway, so
You can if you are very open about it. If you are saying that this is what I want to do, this is what I want to experiment, then obviously you can if they agree to it. But
सही
if they
बात है.
expect something from you, then you have to deliver what they expect, right? So that's what
लेकिन
they're
भाई
paying
यहाँ
you
का
for.
क्लाइंट को एक्सेप्ट करते एक्सपेक्ट करने नहीं आता. भाई देते 2 रुपए. अभी भी तुम जैसा तुम शुरू में बोले. नहीं, तुम जैसा शुरू करे. कितने हैं? $300 बोले तो
चार
तुम
आने के
पूछे
बंदर
10 रुपए. राइट.
चार आने के बंदर को आठ आने की
तो
रस्सी होना.
तो बात भी वैसी होती. 10 रुपए देते लेकिन $300 की चीज चाहिए बोले तो कहाँ से दे सकते? क्या निजाम का दौर है?
हाँ.
निजाम सरकार थे.
तो
निजाम
ऐसे में
सरकार
भी
चले गए.
ऐसे में भी
आज
हाँ,
अच्छा
by the way,
सुनो ये फोटो शेयर हो रही. इन द टाइम्स ऑफ निजाम बोल के ईदगाह की शेयर हो रही. ईद की नमाज में पूरे रोल्स रॉयस में ठहरे हुए. आजकल ऑटो ठहरा हुआ है. कौन से जमाने में जी रहे बड़े भाई?
देखा तो ये मैं आपको बोलना चाह रहा हूँ कि ये भी सवाल बहुत लोग करते. सो आई जस्ट वांट टू एड्रेस बिफोर वी हैंग दिस अप is when people pay less and they expect more, what do you do? What do you do?
सॉरी फिर से सवाल
बोलिए.
करो. सॉरी मैं देख रहा था.
आप जैसा बोले 100 रुपए दे के 3,000 की चीज एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं तो आप क्या बोलेंगे?
यानी मैं क्लाइंट हूँ या मैं मेरे पे? तो क्या तुम क्लाइंट है?
मैं सीख रहा हूँ अभी तो
अच्छा,
मैं
okay.
आपसे सवाल कर रहा हूँ
क्या
कि
अगर
भाई-
क्लाइंट आके बोला तो आप क्या बोलते हैं?
क्या
Well-
बोलना मैं मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा भाई. बोलिए क्या करना?
नहीं, उनको बस सीधा डायरेक्ट सीधा बोल देना कि भाई ये बजट में आई कांट डू नथिंग. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आप एक्सपीरियंस से आता ही है कि यू विल हैव लाइक डिफरेंट टियर ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट्स गोइंग ऑन इन योर माइंड कि भाई हाई बजट इतने तक मिनिमम हाई. अगर मैं हाई प्रोडक्शन करने वाला हूँ लाइक भयानक जितना भी दिल खोल के करने वाला हूँ तो मिनिमम मुझे ये कोट करना पड़ता. अगर नहीं उतना हाई बजट प्रोजेक्ट नहीं है, मीडियम बजट प्रोजेक्ट है तो आपके दिमाग में सेट हो जाता जो कि अगेन एक्सपीरियंस से आता कि मिनिमम आई हैव टू चार्ज दिस मच फॉर डूइंग दिस आउटपुट. वैसे ही सब में लो वाला भी अगर दे आर आस्किंग लो वाला दे के उतना हाई चाहिए जस्ट से नो. अगर लो से भी बहुत कम
And give
है,
a reason. That's a very good way. Just say directly and give a reason why it cannot happen.
Well-
Because if they ask कि क्यों नहीं हो सकता तो आप साफ बोल सकते भाई जब आप पैसे दे रहे नहीं
Yeah.
मैं ये चीजें ला नहीं सकता हूँ और मैं ये
इक्विपमेंट्स नहीं
चीज़ें
आ
कर नहीं
सकते.
सकता हूँ.
इक्विपमेंट्स नहीं आ सकते. लाइक इरफान यू नो मैं देख रहा हूँ अभी थोड़े क्लासेस ऑनलाइन सिंस वी आर स्टक इन होम. एक प्रोडक्ट फोटोग्राफी एंड यू हैव डन प्रोडक्ट फोटोग्राफी योरसेल्फ. लेकिन आई एम प्रीटी मच श्योर यू हैवंट डन टॉप ऑफ द स्केल जो अभी तक आप बोलेंगे कि भाई मैं जो मांगा मेरे को मिला. ये लाइट यहाँ थी, ये लाइट वहाँ थी. बिकॉज ऑलवेज द बजट इन द एंड बजट ही के वजह से आपको खेलना
Yes,
पड़ता है कि
even
कौन सा
so
लाइट.
this I want to say that if you are thinking that this is only the first stage कि अभी बजट नहीं है मैं जब बड़ा बन जाऊंगा तो बजट ही बजट रहेगा is not
नहीं.
true.
नहीं.
Even the biggest of directors, biggest of filmmakers, whether even if it's Christopher Nolan, will have budget issues. That producer will say, "This is the budget you have to do in it."
Yeah.
Maybe the budget is obviously much higher than what we are making, for example. But then they will also have a constraint of budget. They will have a budget limit, and they need to put everything in it.
कोई कमेंट्स में
somehow.
लिख रहा 2 रुपए में आजकल उस्मानिया बिस्किट भी नहीं मिलती है. जो
दो
के पास
दो
से-
रुपए में कैडबरी चक्की आता शायद ना.
नहीं मालूम बड़े भाई. इतना मालूम मेरे को कि डेयर मिल्क आता 5 रुपए का इतना पतला कि वो चिकलेट से भी पतला.
अच्छा
कि
पर
उन्हें
ऐसा कॉनकेव है वो.
कॉनकेव क्यों होता
ऐस-
वो? कॉनकेव इसलिए होता कि उसके रिजिड है ही नहीं उसके 2 पॉइंट्स तो उन्हें आप जैसा पकड़ो माउस कैसा हिलता वो जो
भाई छिलके गया था चॉकलेट छिलका.
वो सार
छिलके
कैंडीज
का
आते लंबे.
हाँ,
वैसा है 5 रुपए का. 2 रुपए में क्या?
और उसका जो ब्रिक है ना भाई ऐसा रहता ना. चॉकलेट का ब्रिक ऐसा है.
हाँ नीचे से कौन क्या बोलते हैं उसको?
you-
कौन केव सॉरी. तो वैसा है.
क्या बोलते
So anyway, I think that's all. And like you were asking me कि क्या क्यों कहते हैं, like directly say it to them कि भाई you know ये if you break down the budget आपको भी मालूम हो जाएगा कि क्यों कि I mean why are you charging so much? It's nothing wrong about it. लेकिन टोपियाँ पिनाने वाले बरकरार रहेंगे टोपियाँ पिनाते हुए. हम बेचारे क्या बोलना. हाँ
वो भी मत करिए. 100 रुपए की चीज को आप 1000 में बेचना. प्लीज डोंट डू इट.